The next concept is integrated rate expression for zero order reaction. So this integrated rate expression mainly gives the relationship between rate constant, time and concentration of a reactant. The mathematical expression. With the help of these rate expression, we can calculate the time required for the reaction, or we can calculate the rate constant of reaction, or we can calculate the concentration of reactant at any time. So these are the significance of these equations. So before going to derive the equation, zero order reaction in which the rate of a reaction is independent from the concentration of a reactant, it is called as zero order reaction. It is called as zero order reaction, and the example for zero order reaction is, so then thermal dissociation of hydrogen iodide into hydrogen and iodine. This is the best example for zero order reaction, but why? Because this depends on the energy and catalyst. So it depends on the catalyst, not depends on the hydrogen concentration of hydrogen iodide. That's why it is called as zero order reaction. Before going to derive the equation, so let us consider a chemical reaction. Okay, now time is 0. Now we are not started reaction. So at 0, at t is equal to 0, the concentration of reaction is A. Here A is initial A moles per dm cube be the initial concentration of the reactant, and after some time means, for example, this reaction needs 60 minutes for completion. This reaction needs minimum 1 hour for completion, 60 minute for completion. So now 20 minutes later, x is the 20 minute, x is the amount of reactant which is reacted. X is the amount of, for example, so in the beginning I taken around 100 grams of the reactant. In the 100 gram, around 40 gram is reacted. Okay, so x is 40 gram and x converted to product. Then what is the remaining amount of reactant? The remaining amount of reactant must be 100 minus 40, that is A minus X. Here A minus X is the concentration, A minus X is the concentration of the reactant remaining. Don't confuse dear student. Here three terms will come. So A is the initial concentration, X is the concentration of reactant which is reacted, amount of reacted which is reacted, and A minus X is the, throughout we are going to derive more than 5 derivation in this chapter. In all the 5 derivation we are going to keep the same terminologies: A minus X, X. A means initial concentration, X is amount of reacted which is reacted, A minus X is nothing but amount of reacted remaining after time t. Okay, once if you confuse, beginning we have taken 100 gram at 0th minute. So when at 20 minute 40 gram is reacted, and what is the remaining amount of reactant? So 100 minus 40. What is this 100? A. What is this 40x? A minus X is the concentration of reactant which is remaining, and X is the concentration of reactant which is reacted. So now the rate of a reaction is given by, so this consider reaction A, it gives product. Then the rate of a reaction, so we in differential calculus we know how to denote the mathematical expression for the rate of change of a reaction with respect to time. Here X is a concentration of reactant which is changing with respect to time. That's we do not denote it as dx by dt is equal to, we know that it is proportional to what is equal to k into concentration of power 0. Actually, generally we are going to take concentration to the power n, but here it's a zero order reaction. That's why a power 0. Then a power 0, this whole term becomes 0. Then this dx by dt is equal to k. Once again, the rate of reaction is equal to dx by dt. So this is the integrated rate expression. We know rate of reaction is equal to dx by dt, and if you apply the law of mass action to the zero order reaction, so rate of reaction is proportional to a power 0, then k we introduce, okay, is equal to k into a power 0. Dear students, if you do not know the law of mass action, it is difficult to derive this equation. That's why, so once again I will write here, you apply the law of mass action, rate of reaction is equal to k into concentration of a power 0. Why 0? Because this is zero order reaction, and we also know that rate of a reaction can be indicated as dx divided by dt. Then equate both the equation at that moment. Dx by dt is equal to k into a power 0. That's what I have written here. Then if you simplify, then the dx by dt is equal to k. Then dx by dt is equal to dx divided by dt is equal to k. Then dx by dt is equal to k into here a power a. Here concentration a is nothing but what is the a here? Concentration, that is x, that is a minus x. Concentration of reactant at any time t is a minus x. So this a minus x is equal to 0, and this whole power becomes 0. Then the Neve equation is then it gives dx by dt is equal to k. Then if you rearrange this equation, it gives dx is equal to k dt. Dx is equal to k. Dear students, while discussing, you please take a pen and paper and he goes on writing along with me. Then only you can understand derivation. This is a very simple mathematical operation we are dealing in this derivation. So dx is equal, if you just simplify this equation, so then you will get dx is equal to k into dt. Then if you integrate the equation, so let us consider this is equation number 1. Integrate equation number 1, you are going to get, so once again, so integration of dx is equal to x is equal to k constant, take it outside. Then integration of dt is equal to t plus c. If you integrate, we are going to get x is equal to kt plus c. Then so this is the equation we are getting after integrating equation number 1. So consider this is equation number 2. Then here c is an integral constant. We have to calculate the value of c. Then we are going to calculate the value of c. So at t is equal to 0, means what? So we are not started reaction. X is also 0, that is no reactant is converted into product, then x is also 0. Then if you substitute the value of t and x in the equation 2, so this is also 0, this is also 0, then c is equal to 0. Then substitute the value of c in the equation 2. So after substituting the value of c in the equation 2, we are going to get equation 3. The equation 3, so that is x is equal to kt. Here x is equal to kt plus c is equal to 0, then x is equal to kt. Then if you rearrange this equation, it gives k is equal to x divided by t. So this is the integrated rate expression for zero order reaction. Then the SI unit for this zero order reaction is, x. X is the concentration, that is x is what is here, x indicates concentration of reactant which is reacted at a time t. So what is the SI unit for concentration? So write first concentration divided by time. So that we written in terms of time inverse. Then SI unit for concentration is moles per dm cube, and so moles per dm cube per second. This is the SI unit of rate constant. This is SI unit for rate. SI unit of rate is different. SI unit of rate constant is different, because rate constant is vary for every reaction. For zero order reaction, the rate constant is different. For first order is different. For second order it is different. So that you are going to come to know in the next derivation. But rate means same. What rate means what? Rate is change in concentration. Change in concentration with respect to time. This is what rate. But rate constant is changing. You will come to know in the next derivation. Next, we are going to write integrated rate expression for first order reaction. Once again, I would like to revise this, dear students. So in order to derive, first write zero order reaction. Then to the zero order reaction, apply the law of mass action. Then after applying the law of mass action, you differentiate, you integrate that equation. Then identify the value of C, substitute the value of C, and you simplify the equation. You are going to get, so equation for rate constant of zero order reaction.